the diary of my Grandma Fanny, May 27th, 1942. Today I painted the porch and Marion went uptown to stay with Elizabeth for the weekend. I cut a slip for myself.
And welcome to my kitchen. I had so many people ask me if I could do a full video on my dehydrating my onions. Now you have seen a video where I showed me putting them all into the trays, but I didn't show the whole procedure. So today's video is going to be the whole procedure, starting from onions into the processor and into your jar. So over the weekend we went to Aldi and they had their Videla onions for $1.25 a bag. Now the onions needed to get used up. In fact, I found one that was rotted in it. So what I did is I peeled it and I quartered it. I am going to slice them in my food processor, and then we are going to put them in the bowl, and then we are going to dehydrate them. Alright everyone, that is all the onions, and within a matter of minutes we got them all chopped up. And now we're going to put them in the food dehydrator. We got all of our onions. So I really want to get this started this morning early because I want them to be done by the end of the day. I know a lot of people dehydrate their foods overnight. I don't feel safe in doing that. I always want to make sure my dehydrators are off when I'm in bed. It's just something that I've always done. So we're going to take our trays and we are going to spread them out on a thin layer. Now this is going to give us quite a many trays here. So I'm trying to have them as thin as I possibly can so they can dry out all within the same time frame. Now I have 2 dehydrators. Now I have 3 dehydrators. 2 of them family members got for me for $5 each, and the other one I got for free with doing a review on my YouTube channel way when I first started. So it was such a blessing to me. Now the owners and the makers of these Nesco dehydrates say you can have up to 10 trays. That's too many because for me it doesn't dehydrate all at the same time if you have that many trays. I usually don't like having more than 5 or 6. So I'm going to get these all on the trays and then we'll get plugging it in. And then I will share with you, with the magic of the camera, what everything looks like when we're finished. Today is another rainy, damp day, so it's a perfect day for dehydrating out here in the out porch because it's not so hot. Alright, I'll get back to you when all of this is finished. I'm going to share with you now, since the onions are in the dehydrator and they're dried, this is what they look like. So they look like chips. And I'm going to share with you how we turn this into this. And I've had quite a few people ask me, what do I use it for? Well, you use dried onions for anything that calls for regular onions. So you use it in just about everything. So my favorite book here is Mary Bell's Dehydrator Cookbook. Now this is from the 80s and the 90s, and this is one of my dehydrator cookbooks that I love the most. I don't have many of them, but I do have a few of them, and this is my favorite. And I would recommend you buy one of these processors. So many of them, and most of them are under $20. This one came from Walmart, and it was, I think, $18. But this really makes your life a whole lot better when you're dehydrating your foods. So what we do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to put some of these dried onions into the food processor. And I'm going to pan my camera down so you can see close up what it looks like. Now it's going to be loud for just a few seconds, so I'll turn the volume off so you can actually see it without hearing it. So we're all finished. Now the longer you put it in the food processor, the finer it will get. And this is what it looks like. So there you go, my friends. This is from the beginning to the end. And this is what it looks like. So all of those onions that you've seen me do created this large container. Just shake it up a little bit and it's great. How long does it last? Well, it lasts as long as you need it because it's dehydrated. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.